what the hell is today? It's Monday, August 19th. My God, it's almost Halloween. What do we have here? What do we have in August? We have Labor Day coming up, um, and then we have Halloween, and we have Thanksgiving. Then we have, oh God, Christmas. I don't even want to think about Christmas. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. It's awful quiet in here. There's not a lot going on. I don't. There's Tony. I should have known Tony was here. How you doing today, bud? Hopefully you've been doing well. Welcome to our recently rescheduled once a week live stream. You know, it's pretty bad when you get so used to um, a work schedule that even on your day off, you either wake up when your alarm should be going off or wake up previous to when your alarm should be going off. I've been sitting here since a quarter after 2 this morning. So, yeah, almost 6 hours I've been sitting in here. Hey, me. Hello, Christine. Good to see you. Back. My back a lot is hurting. Oh, dude, I'll tell you what. I was doing something at work yesterday, and I felt it right in the dorsal area of my back, and it hurt clear up into my sternum. And I kind of gimped around a little bit when that shift was over yesterday and it was time to come home. I don't think I've ever been more relieved. Um, and then, well, I came home and done the same thing pretty much I do there, dishes, and wound up slicing my finger to the bone. So yeah, it was awesome Sunday there. But you're good. That's good. Morning, Ian. Good to see you, bud. Oh man. Well, it says we have 7 in the chat. There's only like 4 or 5 talking. So there's people back there lounging around in the dark. Um, Enjoy the show, I guess. But yeah, I've been working on a video. I got all my filming, all my green screen work, all my audio resetting. Um, Sadly enough, a lot of the video stuff that I can use is in that Creative Commons kind of network. Um, Due to I, I I don't know if you guys are familiar with the whole production, the how documentaries and stuff are done, but they record the audio clips and then they interviews or whatever might be going on. And good morning, Freedom. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this morning. But they record all that audio stuff, the interviews and such with people, and then they add them in. And a lot of times there's a delay either in the video or the audio. So I was able to grab up one of these really cool documentaries on the second Black Hawk War, the one with the Mormons, and the audio was way off. I mean, people are sitting there, you're watching their mouth move, and it's 5 seconds in places after the audio of the word they had just used. And it's like, nope, I can fix that. Oh, let me see. There's Jan. Good morning, dear. Hope you're doing good. Good morning, Santy. Oh, I gotta wear glasses. My daughter actually noticed the other night. I was talking to her. She was watching TV, and the light was just right, and she noticed the white glazing over my pupil and everything that um, is setting in due to the blindness. So I'm pretty much convinced that even if I did miraculously come across the money to get my eyes fixed, this one here is pretty much gone. Once that white glazing starts to set in over the pupil, it's pretty much not going to be useful anymore. So, but the light just, uh, oh yeah, Cadillacs. I done that video here about a week or so ago, and I tried to show you guys what my vision's like out of this eye, and it's even worse now than it was then. So, but I think that's a lot of the being outside, walking back into the direct sunlight, when I get off work, and it's a pain, but you take what you can get when it comes to life. So I can be an old blind dude walking around. I don't care. I got one eye. Oh, let's see here. Good, thanks, hey, Tony. Good morning. You sunglass wearing beatnik. Well, I see where I rank. That's okay. That's all right. I can live with beatnik. I hope everybody's doing good though. It is a Monday. I mean, if there's such a thing as doing well on a Monday morning, well, except in Christine's case where it's Monday night. But I'm going to be really, really angry if I come to find out that it's caffeine that causes blindness because I'm on my second pot of really, really strong coffee. So um, if I find out that it is caffeine, I'll make sure and let you guys know so you can all quit drinking coffee and everything. And you know, this bloody thing got a rip in it. You would think a cigar company that puts out as many cigars as these guys do will have learned to load and unload the machine so it don't rip the damn cigars. My buddy's wife just got new synthetic lunches for her eyes. New synthetic what? On new new synthetic lenses for her eyes. She had cataracts really bad. That it is. I'm in the future. I thought caffeine made you feel better. Well, caffeine's got me feeling better, that's for sure, because I felt like stomp poopy caca when I got up at 2:30 or quarter after 2 this morning. I came in here and I didn't even look at my phone. I came in here, turned on the computer, filled the coffee pot, sat down, looked at it, and said, "What in the Sam hell? This is my day off. Why am I here?" I'm doing well. I'm in New Orleans. New Orleans. You lucky dog, you. I wish I was in New Orleans. Someplace I've always wanted to go. Yeah, stomp poopy caca. That's exactly it. The vacation, due to how her job does their PTO, she would not have enough. If we left now, she wouldn't have enough PTO time for the vacation, mine and Ash's birthday, uh, stuff like that. So we're going to wait until after Halloween when she's had another 5 weeks, 6 weeks to build up her PTO time. And that way we can take a full week for vacation. So it's still going to happen. It's just not going to happen until probably the first or second week in November. We love New Orleans. I bet New Orleans is a good place to get hammered in. It's a good place to get a nasty curse put on you too, or just outside of New Orleans, get adopted into a Loup Garou. Um, it's a great place for blues. I hear it's still a nice place to get hammered in. Um, I've had some friends that, matter of fact, I think Steph's aunt and uncle went down there a year and a half ago, and they had a ball. They were in New Orleans for like a week, and they had an absolute ball while they were there. Let's see, the French Quarter is where I would like to go. Um, you know, the history of New Orleans, some of the legends and myths that come out of New Orleans. Um, that's what I'm interested in. The the story of Lalaurie, the voodoo stuff that went on down there, the history of the music, um, the battle of 1814 down in New Orleans. I mean, just there's so much history there, and it's changed hands and moved, one direction or another, so many times since its creation. That it's just there's so much history, and I would just love to. I would love to have the chance to go down and check it out. Mardi Gras, I agree. I agree. The stories I've heard coming out of Mardi Gras, Mardi Gras. Um, I would love to experience it just once. Just once. It's okay here. It smells like Mexican food. I can get that in Dallas. I bet Mardi Gras is fun. Oh, come on, Santee. You can't sit there and tell me that Tucson don't have its amazing citywide celebrations and fun people coming from all over the world to check it out. And, it's gotta have. I mean, there's gotta be something. We have Day of the Dead. That'd be cool. Yep, Dia de los Muertos. That would be cool. Which reminds me, I have to get in touch with Mark this morning because we were talking the other day about doing an investigation tonight. So, yeah, I need to get a hold of him. I've never seen anything like New Orleans. I would love to be there for Day of the Dead. I'd love to go to Tucson just for the giggles of it. I mean, not even just for, Day of the Dead. I've told Santee many, many times, he will be doing his tour at Old Tucson one day. And there's going to be some old dusty miner back in the back of the crowd asking all kinds of questions in that old Gabby Hayes voice. And it's going to be me. It's going to be me. Old dusty hat, ripped up looking clothes. It's going to be me. Someday, I mean, we might be in our 70s by then, but someday. Yeah, you probably will recognize me. You probably will. Tucson is just hot, will always be hot. Now, see, I really honestly don't see uh, Tucson being any worse than Central Texas was when I was uh, down in Texas, or even up in Wichita Falls in July and August. I was right there by Oklahoma. I mean, walking distance from the Red River, and I mean, walking distance from crossing the state line into Oklahoma. But I was walking around down there just like we see Santee a lot of times in the videos during the summertime, wearing a long sleeve shirt or a t-shirt and a Levi jacket or something. That's how I was. That's how I was all the time down there. So I mean, it's hotter than it is here, but the humidity is a totally different creature there than it is here. Here, you even think about putting on a shirt during the dog days of summer, and you start to break a sweat. Down there, psst, not in the winter, it is not. In the winter, while you are all freezing your butts off, wearing t-shirts, and amazing weather, nothing is trucker friendly. Me, not you. Not sure what that means. No place to visit with a tractor trailer. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get one of those big old things into a 79 feet of vehicle into a small parking lot or something like that. I haven't been in Arizona since I was 7. I remember it was pretty hot. It's a popular destination spot for tens of thousands of folks during the wintertime. It's all the amazing food. I guess the sights too. I don't know. I've only seen like about that much of the Tucson area in videos and stuff like that. So I really don't know what all. I don't know what all's there. I know there's an amazing haunted attraction, Halloween attraction there in the Tucson area. I've seen a lot of your your bigger paranormal teams investigating it over and over again. So I miss the live stream gunfights like during COVID. I see a lot of folks daily from other places. They love the heat compared to their humid climates. I enjoyed the hot more than the humid. But yeah, not much has changed since we all sat down together last week. I'm still doing, 6 days a week. Um, Today's our only day off, Mondays. I'll go back in tomorrow morning and make a bunch of dough and pull out the stuff. Or yeah, I'll ball up a bunch of dough and I will make new dough for Wednesday, and that way it's got about 24 hours to proof or so before we start using it. Um, yeah, I love the new job. The owners are absolutely amazing. Um, part of the process of making pizza dough by hand are two rest periods. Where you mix it for a couple minutes and then you let it rest for 20, and you mix it for a couple minutes and let it rest for 20. I had a chance to go up into the brewery room the other day when the boss was up there experimenting with a new IPA that he created, and he let me crawl up the ladder, look in the tanks, see how everything's made. 'Cause I told him it's absolutely fascinating to me because, I've seen a small in-home operation, 5 gallon bucket, 7 gallon container with all the gadgetry hooked up to it, and happened to burp the bottle, and but to sit here and watch several hundred gallons of something getting made at one time and how it works is just absolutely fascinating. And this brand new IPA he created has got a very sweet citrusy flavor to it. Um, and he explained to me, of course, how he makes it and flavors it, and makes it lighter, darker, whatever. So, I mean, so it was a whole learning experience for me during a time when I was normally outside smoking a cigar. Um, I was in the brew room watching him, and actually kind of getting a lesson um, in something that's very interesting. IPA tours are awesome. Fort Worth IPA crawls on the weekends. Um, that's cool. I've never been a big fan of IPA. There was a place at the UP Mall. Um, I'm going to take these off. I'm going to try this. Um, there was a place at the UP Mall in South Bend. They might still be there. I've not been there in a couple years, but I didn't like their IPA. I went in there one time, paid $9 for a beer, and took one drink of it and said, "Here, pour this out. Give me a Bud Light. This stuff sucks." But I got the sample. Hold on, I got a thing up here. I'm gonna try to get off here if I can get the depth perception right. There we go. But yeah, I the stuff that he brought back the other day and let us try was absolutely amazing. That's this new one he's working on with the citrus flavor. It was just, I've never tasted a beer like it. It was so good. Glad you're enjoying it. You told us the last gig was not your favorite. I before the new owner, not really the new owner, before the new guy bought into the place, and then they give it to him to run. It was a nice place. Um, we had all of us had a really good relationship with each other, and it was work there and stuff. Then they started bringing in these other guys that they were bringing over here from their country, and they were sticking them in there, and screw seniority, screw your experience. These guys had no experience. One of them was an electrician, and one of them was a carpenter, and they brought him over here to work in a kitchen, and just pretty much, you run this kitchen. You do what we tell you to do, and it just kind of killed the fun of it. When I'd spent a year building the place up and making it one of the most popular places in town, and hundreds of customers were giving it reviews and saying, hey, best pizza in town, love the pizza chef, he really knows how to make people happy. And then they bring these new guys in and they shrink down the size of the pizza, jack the price up, and cut back on the things you put on it. And customers started leaving, and they were getting mad because customers weren't hanging around. Well, no, no. If you're taking away what they're used to and what they like, they're not gonna come around. Not when right down the road is an artisan brewery with gourmet Italian food for less than you're paying at a bar. I mean, that just pretty much speaks for itself. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it for a while, and then they ruined it for not just the clients but the employees as well. God, what does it mean when your nose itches? I know you're supposed to come into money when your palm itches, but what's it mean when your nose itches? Does it just mean you got to blow your nose, or what? What's it mean? Maybe one of these days, one of your runs will bring you up here into Southwest Michigan, and we can sit down and have some coffee together or something, or even go have an IPA together, or both. What I'm seeing on the road, start buying beef and stockpiling at 14 pounds in some places for cheap hamburger. Yeah, we were going to try to scrape up the money to go to the meat market um, today, but the wife's aunt, one of her relatives, heard that they were moving into their apartment. Since they've been staying in the pop up out here in the front for the last month, waiting to find an apartment. Um, and they gave them a bunch of meat and freezer jam and chicken, beef and stuff. And they pretty much gave it all to us. So that kind of saves us from having to make a run to the meat market, at least right now. My doctor changed my pain med dosage by mistake, I think. And I'm now out and got to call today and fix that. Yeah, you definitely need to fix it, that's for sure. Morning, Danny. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, you're right, me. If he's changing the dosage and you're running out before you're supposed to run out, then yeah, most definitely, you need to get that fixed, brother. You need to get that fixed, especially with the problems that you've been having. I understand that pain just, yeah, I can hardly bear to move. Man, I'll tell you what, you wanna see hardly bear to move. The other morning, I was just getting ready to leave for work. 20 minutes after 5 in the morning, and out of nowhere come a chilly freak downpour. And from about 4:45 till it started raining, I was feeling it in my knee and my hip, the lower part of my back, and I managed to walk to work, showed up to work looking like I just crawled out of the shower in my clothes. Um, Still got the job done, made the dough, done the dishes, sloshed around there in my wet clothes, and then turned around and walked back home in the rain and hurt the rest of the day. So believe you me, I understand the hurting thing. Maybe not as bad as you do, but I understand it. Got a slight eye issue with my right eye, but doing okay. Scratched it. Oh, that always hurts. That always hurts. Which is good, you know. At least we match now. We both have issues with our right eye. Damn, that's sad. Yeah, I was telling everybody earlier, Danny. I scratched my finger yesterday. Um, got home, was doing dishes, tried to surprise the wife before she got home. I was cleaning this little slicer chopper she's got, and uh, I went to wipe down the blade carefully, of course, because I know this thing is sharp. I mean, it slices through onions like they're paper, and I found a defect in the design. The back of the edge, where you hold it at, I mean, you got the full handle right there, and then just right there is the knife blade that drops down. Then you've got the cutting edge. Well, this back edge is razor sharp too. And I went to turn my finger to wipe down the blade to get it nice or get it cleaned off, and ran my finger right down the back of that blade, and it stopped at the bone. Well, it stopped at the edge of my fingernail and the bone. And just right away, lifted up my hand, blood just running down my arm and everything. Yelled at Felix, and she kept a cool head. Felix, Felix was my hero. Went and grabbed a band-aid, turned on the cold water over the clean dishes that still needed rinsed off. So I sat there with one hand and rinsed off all the dishes and got that side of the sink emptied. And she open. When she seen the finger laid open, that's when she kind of lost it and left the room. So band-aided it up. I washed it off, got all the blood washed off my arm and everything, and then I put my finger on the tip of my finger to push it closed, so she could get the band-aid put on my finger. So yeah, it was very interesting. Quit being such a sissy. I'm not being a sissy about it. I didn't yell. I didn't do anything. I felt that thing hit the bone. I'm like, okay, Felix. Oh man, super glue and a bandage. I didn't put the super glue on it because it was such a clean cut. It was such a clean cut. I knew I wouldn't need the super glue because it was gonna heal right up, and sure enough, it did. Here we go again. Depth perception. Where's it at? Come on. There we go. We got it off the screen. I'll have to read that after the stream. Yeah, I seen it was you, me. That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't put the name out there. Like I said, hopefully this weather holds off. It's looking pretty clear out there right now. Not supposed to rain today, so I'm hoping we get an investigation in tonight. That was the plan, like what, a week ago when I talked to Mark, is he was looking at an investigation for tonight. So we will see what comes of it. And with the brewery being closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, I don't have to go in tomorrow morning till 9 and make the pizza dough for Wednesday. So it's perfect night for an investigation. Oh man. Why ain't you all talkative this morning? I mean, I understand it's a Monday, but still, I mean, hopefully with gainful employment you can get stuff to sort out that gun for hunting season. I'm hoping so. Right now it's just and catch up and preparing for the vacation. Um, so we'll well preparing for Halloween and ordering some more chef's coats, and because I've only got the one, so I need to order some more chef's coats and plan for Halloween, which will be really cool because if I can like outdo myself and Felix, if I can outdo both of our costumes from last year, that means $100 each again in the costume contest at the last beach bash for the year. So yeah, could always use that extra couple $100. That's for sure. Um, yeah, just need accoutrements. Um, the shotgun primers and stuff like that for it. But just a thing. It's just a thing. Doing paperwork on the ELD. I just my biggest fear is Michigan can be such a biatch when it comes to hunting laws. And luckily, we have a DNR office right here in town. So it shouldn't be hard to get the answers that I need. But with this technically being a pistol, though it is black, well, black powder, um, what was my train of thought? Oh, though you are allowed to shoot with a muzzle loader, Michigan has laws about using a pistol. So I need to really check into that and make sure that since it is a modern muzzle loader, um, that I can still hunt with it. Or I might still be in the same boat I have been in the past. Um, the second event for Ghostorama is next season, or next season is September 2024, Matawan Masonic Lodge. September 20th, 2024. Let's find a blank spot here. September 20, 2024. Matawan Masonic Lodge. Cool, I got it written down. 16-inch minimum barrel in most states. The first one's still being worked out. So wait, are you talking next month? Or are you talking next year, Danny? Okay. Whew. I was starting to say, okay, 2025. I was starting to say, you're going to throw two of them together in the next month? Got bigger cojones than I do, bud. If I was in charge, I'd only be putting on one a year because I can't afford to turn gray any faster. Oh, goodness gracious. But I've been trying to stay busy, guys. Even with this job, working more hours doesn't mean that I have less responsibility here. So a lot of times I'm getting up at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, go walking to work, doing my 6, 7, 8 hours there, walking back home within an hour, starting to do the dishes and clean the house up and stuff like that. Then the stepson comes over and we go out and start working on the deck. And before it's all said and done, I'm up 19, 20 hours before I'm laying back down to do it again the next day. So, but I've been trying to stay busy in here, keeping the videos coming. I think I'm ahead like a week right now. There for a while, I was ahead for almost 3 weeks, and yeah, that kind of fell to the wayside a little bit. So, still trying to have some semblance of a life outside of these four walls. I mean, the green screen is real pretty to look at and everything, but trying to set up first one next year in Jackson. If that does not happen, we may bring it back to Kalamazoo for the 2025 First Ghostorama. I know that a lot of our friends over in the Jackson area was hoping for us to get over in that area. A certain blonde somebody who shall remain nameless um, sent me a video here a month or so ago of that abandoned school that she was talking about. Her and her friends, of course, didn't go through the red tape that we normally go through to do an investigation. They just entered it for the giggles and done a little bit of filming. And she sent the videos to me, and you can hear. I mean, you can hear stuff in the background and everything. So I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if we could get into that place. The only thing on muzzle loading handguns I see is no electronic ignition is allowed. Cool. I might be good then. Might be good. I'm still, looking around for that amazing, beautiful Hawkins that I've wanted for years. But that's right up there with that's right up there with my Springfield. So both of them are probably still several years off. I need to build my guns back up. I've ran across too many situations, and I've owned guns, and I have ran across people who desired them more so than me, and offered me more than they were worth. I sit and I think back to my old brown Bess. Um, when I was up in Chatham, Ontario, and at that event ran across the brown Bess pistol that matched the long gun. And I didn't even get back to camp after buying the pistol, carrying the gun on my back. Somebody offered me damn near $400 more, um, than I had in both guns. I mean, I couldn't pass the deal up. Of course, now I, could kick myself in the butt for getting rid of them, but I'm purchasing non-lethal handgun for open carry. Must be 35 caliber or larger. I already have concealed license too. Luckily you don't need a concealed license for a non-lethal pistol. Hence, the UberX CO2 air pellet, rubber or BB, and it is non-lethal. It will knock you down at 782 feet per second, but still non-lethal. Um, so non-lethal and concealed 9 mil. Yeah, mine's. I'm proud of that little gun. It it's right in public view at all times. If it wasn't that freaking long, I it would be my favorite it'd be my favorite everyday carry. But it goes from my hip all the way down to my kneecap. So yeah, it would it's kind of like carrying a 69 caliber flintlock pistol on your side at all times. So yeah, carry a 380 or 44 Magnum. Mama Cat has a 9 mil also. Anymore, and I mean, I hate to sound like, the whole world is dark, but anymore, you need to carry something. I mean, if I have to pull a gun, my life is in danger. I'm not pull less than lethal. And even that UberX, I've never had to pull it. I've never had to pull it. Just wearing it, just being seen with it, um, is a deterrent. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, but like a year or so ago, our gas station right down the road here got robbed, broad daylight, and the guy was shot by a local security officer um, from here in town. Uh, but I have been down here with the UberX on my side, and you kind of can see when people are casing out a place. They go in, they're looking around the 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 crown molding to see where there's cameras and things like that. And more than once, myself and other fellows, here in town that openly carry, yeah, people who are doing wrong see multiple people in an establishment with a weapon. They have a tendency of, and they turn around, they walk out the door. So the world's gone crazy, but I've carried since 1989. They do make lethal air guns in auto configuration. Oh, yes, they do. The UberX is actually labeled as a home defense system, and that's the whole reason that I got that thing a little over a year ago was home defense. I mean, come on, at over 780 feet per second, it's gonna hurt. I mean, and the review I saw on it, um, they were saying you hit somebody in the forehead with it, you're gonna knock them unconscious. So it's rare to need a gun in small town Illinois, but it only takes once. Yep, we've never had an armed robbery here in all of the years of this town. We have well. Let me rephrase that. In 1834 was going on out west, and they called up the local militias here, looted their own towns. Um, yeah, that was the last time there was any kind of armed robberies here. So, um, you know, 1834 to you know, 2023. That's pretty good. That's a pretty, you just you just never know when stupid is going to come into town and do something stupid. So, or think about doing something stupid. You just can't control stupid. He has a tendency of just popping up randomly, and what do you do? Nah, dead soldier. Ho, 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 ho. Goodness gracious, we passed an hour already. It's all right. I'm yo my live stream. I've been going to. I was going to call you when I got done with this. Will do. Love you too, Mom. Bye. My mom. All right, Jan. You go have a good day, and love all those little snot machines that you got to deal with. I feel so sorry for Jan. Awesome cook, great with people, and they stick her on a cash register. dealing with a little disease carrying snot machines at a high school. I feel so sorry for her. I really do. Good morning, Buckle Bunny. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Morning, Skipper. Oh man, y'all. Oh, busy, busy, busy. Like I said, trying to get this work on this video now about the Black Hawk War with the Mormons, 1865. Uh, the history out there in Utah. Um, it's about as colorful as it is anyplace else. Oh goodness gracious! Oh, it's very interesting. It's a very sad story, um, but it's real interesting. I mean, a lot of those Mormons were pretty savage. Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing, and they talk about it. Um, they talk about it in the video of how when the Mormons first started moving out into the Utah territory. Brigham Young's belief was it's cheaper to feed them than to fight them. But as more and more Mormons went out there, um, they needed more and more space. So they would start. They didn't trust the indigenous people in that area, so they would just they would regularly ride into villages and stuff and either run them out and over a state or over a territorial line, or they would just start slaughtering them. And it's I mean it's a terrible story. I really enjoyed your video on the Navy. I enjoyed doing that one. I enjoyed doing that one because a lot of people don't realize what the SS is in the designation of naval vessels. And I mean, it's silent service. So I'm off and running, folks. Much love. You too, Danny. Stay in touch, bud. We still got to get some investigations in before the snow starts blowing, because it gets really unless we get our hands on a few insight ones. But yeah, gravestones are a little hard to read when there's snow 6 inches over the top of them. I mean, that's the rumor. But you take care of yourself and have a good day, and we'll catch you later, Dan. Oh, this coffee's good. This is the second pot of coffee this morning. I've been in here so long, I have done already gone through one pot of coffee. My eyes are going to turn brown before this day is over with. That's pea warm. Time to warm it up. Squeezy, squeezy. Trying to think, what else? We're hooking up new spots. Hang tight. Oh, I'm hanging. I am hanging, brother. I kind of liked your idea last week, Danny, about going around doing investigations and actually getting paid for them. I really liked that. I mean, to go out and do something you love to do and make money doing it, that's almost like being a professional TV para investigator. I'm gone. They just finished unloading me. Have a good day. You too, me. Be careful out on the road, bud. Be careful out on the road. I mean, it can be an interesting, exciting job, but it can also be a dangerous location. You just take care of yourself and be careful, and we'll stay in touch with me. That way, at least if I'm not on here talking to you, I know you're okay. I don't know if you've heard, YouTube shut me down last week for my live feed on the War of 18. Huh? No, I hadn't heard anything about it. What in the Sam Hill? Now, what did you do that was so bad that they shut you down discussing the War of 1812? I'm going to take a couple weeks to contemplate the direction of my YouTube channel. Hmm. My cousin served and was in a nuclear submarine. Says that's how he got his cancer. Wow. That's really kind of surprising, that he would have the opinion that that's how he got his cancer, because the shielding on those nuclear reactors prevents uh, the leaking isotopes from getting out into the surrounding environment. So they claimed it was a copyright issue. Hmm. Interesting. Very interesting. They like screaming the copyright thing. And it's really funny that you bring up copyright issues, because I just done a survey for the platform the other day that I found in my studio. And quite honestly, uh, the copyright thing, when they asked me my personal opinion on the platform, the copyright thing was the main basis of the complaint, um, that wound up taking up like 4 or 5 paragraphs. The fact that if you produce a video and I don't like you personally, I can contact the computer, the company, which is ran by computer, and I can file a copyright issue with them. Now, they don't ask me to verify my ownership or anything else. It's just because I don't like your face. And it automatically files a copyright complaint or a copyright strike or something like that against you, just based on my bias or the fact that I don't like um, the kind of deodorant you use, or I don't like the color of your beard. I'm going to file a complaint against that Queen Victorian coin that you're showing off on your damn channel. And they're going to file that complaint, and then you got to defend yourself if you can even get a response back in the certain number of days before the strike um, or the claim is permanently there. And the really funny thing is that if you do make a mistake, and it will tell you this when you get a copyright claim or something, even if you remove it from the video, um, the video still, or the claim or the strike still sticks. So yeah, it's um, I know Drew, but several guys serving with him also got cancer. I'm not sure he was not the only one to get it. Wow. So much for innocent till proven guilty. Yeah, exactly. You know, one of my jobs in the military was to check for gamma shine on nuclear subs that came into Nanoose Bay. Wow. Anyone working on a nuclear submarine had to be cognizant of time, distance, and shielding when it came to nuclear material. React channels have a lot of problems with people striking them. It's a back and forth thing. It is. It is because, I watch a lot of those reaction channels and stuff like that. Um, and it's it's really funny that, like I watch one channel, they do two music video reactions per night, and they've been going for like 6 7 years now, and no issue. When I've done reviews of things, just the couple times I've done it in the past, I've got claims both times. And it's like, well, how do you do reviews without showing the stuff or playing the music or whatever the case may be? So yeah, I stay away from that stuff. Alpha and beta were not as big an issue as gamma because gamma is a photon and not a particle. It can be contested, the strike. Yeah, but much like with my old channel, much like with my old channel, um, I got those three strikes in 3 days, and it was all for the same video, and it was all for 135-year-old pictures. You're not supposed to legally be able to copyright claim anything before copyright claim law went into effect. That's stated in the law that you cannot copyright claim anything that was created before copyright law was created. So, yeah, but getting a hold of somebody to contest it, that can be near impossible, because I tried for several days to contest it, and it went unresponded to And then, of course, you've got songs that are legal to play on your channel in this country, but not legal to play in three or four other countries. Weird laws, weird laws, because we are international. You can legally play it here, but you can't play it in Canada, or you can't play it in Israel, or you can't play it in Africa, or but you can play it in 50 other countries, but you can't play it in two or three. So you have to know with every video, every song, everything, what countries it's allowed in and what it's not. Okay, I don't remember 20 minutes after I get dressed in the morning what color of the band on the top of my socks was when I put it on. How in the hell am I going to remember what's allowed in 57 countries but not allowed in three? They didn't make it a strike, but they won't allow me to utilize any material. I have to wonder if it's a Canadian thing since we've got so many restrictions now. Well, I mean, think about it. For those of you that love edged weapons, there's a guy that I have watched for like 7 years on YouTube named Scalagrim. And Scalagrim does a lot of videos on edged weapons, axes, Norse weapons, guns, all kinds of things like that. And I didn't realize until 2 years ago that you cannot go to the store. You cannot, let me rephrase that. You cannot walk to the store and buy a kitchen knife set and carry it home. But you can walk to the store and buy a samurai sword and carry it home. Where's the logic in that? So you can walk home with a Scottish claymore on your back, but you can't walk home with a brand new knife set for Christmas for your wife or for her birthday or whatever the case may be. Uh, 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 um, uh, huh? What the hell? Yeah, they came out with an active parliament that really has squashed any outside content. It's like being in the old Soviet Union. Ouch. How did that march finish in Chicago? Anyone know? This stuff is ridiculous anymore. Since when does logic play a part in these sort of restrictions? Uh, uh, yeah, that's my point. I don't understand these other countries. I really don't. I've tried to, and I try to, empathize with what the governments or parliament or whatever are thinking when they pass these laws. I try to be, that advocate that understands what these people are thinking. Canada's got some up laws. There, I got it down. I'm so peeved with the changes made by this liberal government we have that I'm already to move someplace like Tasmania where I can be myself. Total control of the populations is what they're thinking. Well, don't forget what's happened in the past when governments have tried to totally control their population. And I keep saying it over and over again, with, America and this fight on gun control and stuff like that. Remember what's happened in past countries where they've taken the guns out of the hands of its citizens. Let me think. What happened in Germany? Hmm. What happened in Russia? Hmm. Our total form of government is turned upside down. We have a separate party in Parliament that has no business being there, and the liberals have turned into its socialists. You might want to be careful what you say. They're probably watching you right now. There's a very unhappy squirrel out there. Can y'all hear it? It's out there going batshit crazy right now. Where you at, Fluffy Tail? I think he's the same one that was out there screaming yesterday morning. I think he's probably screaming at the outside kitties because, predator prey kind of thing, even though the squirrels are as big as the cats out here. Morning, Ty. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. And unlike the United States, where you have separation between your Congress and your executive branch, political parties select their leaders here in Canada. I don't know if we're going to be able to last for another year before the country's totally torn apart because there's liberal NDP coalition. That should have read Separatist Party. Still having trouble with this autocorrect. Autocorrect is the devil. I'm here to tell you that right now. Um, I was I was talking to her the other day, talking to the wife. I was messaging her, and um, I can't remember how the conversation went, but it's something like that. Um, she asked me if I wanted something, and I said I will pass on that. And for some reason, my phone printed out piss on that, and she thought I got mad at her. I'm like, that's not what I meant. First day of school is tomorrow. I'm still here. Well, that's a good thing. I'm glad you're still here. I miss your smiling face. I wish you crazy kids could have made it back up this way this year. I'm just missing out on everybody this year. You know, between not seeing Jan and Jay this year and not seeing you and Brenda this year, I'm missing out on everybody. My buddy Alan not making it this year because of his radiation treatment on his cancer and stuff. I'm missing it all around. Oh, yeah, close that door. Close that door before a kitty animal gets in. What?
There's toast for you.
Toast?
Toast, yeah.
Oh, thank you. The chef brought me peanut butter toast. I block Quebecois take up a good portion. The bloc Quebecois take up a good portion of our parliament, and they have no business being there because they are separatists. Good morning, Squatch. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well this morning. Yeah, a lot of folks can type on their phone, but I have stubby fingers, and unless it's a large keyboard, I use the voice to type out messages, and it constantly changes what I'm saying. We'll see with this eye being gone. That's how I am. I need a larger keyboard. I think, I don't know how I'm going to do it because they're so freaking expensive. But the next phone that I get, I want to be one of the Maxes, the bigger phones. So it's got the larger keyboard while I can still see it. I do not want to use a voice to text as long as I can still see out of one eye somewhat. Save that for when I'm blind. All the voice command bullshit and voice typing. Call me resistant. I don't care. But um, how long Midwesters comes to life is a different story. But definitely, I'm still here. Um, we're gonna have to talk about that. I need to find out what's going on in your head about not knowing the history of the channel or the future for the channel. Um, talk. School here in Canada goes in after Labor Day. That's the way we are here in Michigan. We go back in after Labor Day. Two or a couple 2 days, 3 days, something like that. Um, After Labor Day, everybody else around here is already back in school. Look for refurbished options. I've thought about doing the refurbished thing, but refurbished can be really expensive too. And that's just money I don't have. We're not, even with this new job, I am making $1 less than I was at the old job, and I'm getting more hours, but at least now we're pulling even. We're not behind anymore. So having that extra money is, yeah. The phone I have now is just it's so crappy. And for being a Galaxy, even though it's one of the cheaper Galaxies, um, it it's a crappy phone. I mean, the wife will call me sometimes. It won't even ring on my end, but it says it's ringing on her end. Or she'll send a message to me when she leaves work on Messenger or something, and I get the message 10 minutes after she gets home. I'm asking her why she's messaging me from the bedroom. And she's like, I messaged you when I left work like 40 minutes ago. So, I mean, just having the extra money to go out and get a new phone kind of sucks balls a little. Um, I'm good. I'm good. Had some. Let me get back up there. I'm sitting there rattling again. I'm good. Had some twisters last night. No problem, but it did trash my net for a bit. Oh my God, dude. Where are you at, Squatch? I mean, not don't give me your address, but where geographically are you at? Must be nice. Usually I'm the one serving my wife. My life feeds are usually interrupted by phone ringing. Hell, we're already back. Been back since the first, I think. So, Drew, I'm going to be returning to Windsor, Ontario for a regimental reunion. I just have to find the dates. That's cool, Skipper. That's pretty cool. You're going to get to go back to Windsor again. I wish I could drive, man. I'd make that 3.5 hour trip just to come up and see you. Or you can cross the bridge and make that 3.5 hour trip down to see me. I've not got a hug from Santa in years. And the little boy in me really misses that. The big boy in me don't want large hairy men touching me, but the little boy in me misses Santa hugs. Just look on Amazon and keep track. Yeah, how's the new job going? Are you still enjoy? Oh yeah, I love it, dude. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love the people I work for, love the people I work with. I feel appreciated. Um, my first weekend, last weekend, when I made all the dough and everything, uh, the first couple days on my own without having the chef, looking over my shoulder how I'm doing his recipe. Um, he come in, we came in Tuesday, and was doing the dough for Wednesday, and he told me that everybody commented about how good the dough was. So, I was doing a fantastic job. Keep up the job. Keep up the good work. He's very pleased. The owners are very pleased. So, yeah, I mean, to be working at a job and feeling appreciated um, makes all the difference in the world. About a lot of refurbished stuff. Hey, Sean, good to see you, bud. I didn't even see you creep in there, man. Hope you're doing well today. Just got back from the dentist. How'd your mouth feel? Or is it all flowing up? Can can you talk good, or is it hurting too much? Done. Ours is starting soon. Always know when Kmart starts putting out school supplies. I usually take advantage of that because some things are cheaper, like colored pencils and stuff like that. Walmart, yeah, not Kmart. There's only like two of those left in the whole country. I can't believe how these stores are putting things out like they are. Our Halloween stuff has been out for a month. Halloween's still 2 months away. It's been out for over a month now. I mean, there was still 4th of July stuff in the store when the Halloween aisle was made up. It's like, Jesu, bloody criminy. What the hell are people thinking? After school stuff? Oh, yeah. Been in the store since before the 4th of July. Tablets, pencils, pencil boxes, backpacks, glue. There's one more thing for crazy kids to sit there and lick. I think these schools in Illinois are funded for ass and seats per half day, if not per hour. Good morning, Derek. Good to see you, bud. I would say happy Monday, but I don't think there is such a thing as a happy Monday. I don't. Let's just say good day to you, sir. Our school's cut down to 4 days. Unbelievable. Your school's cut down to 4 days, and here in Michigan, they're still debating going to school year round, completely eliminating summer vacation. Good morning, Scout Dog. Long time no see, bud. Hope you're doing well today. I do not miss the school supply thing at all. You would think with the granddaughter coming over as much as she does, you would think we have a child in school. I mean, the wife is constantly buying colored pencils and markers and crayons and drawing tablets and writing tablets. I said she can't stay between the damn lines. Quit buying college ruled tablets for her. Just buy computer paper, a big bundle of it, for like $4 or $5 instead of paying, $3 or $4 for a thin ass line tablet. She can't stay between the lines. She's not even two yet, for God's sake. And when Halloween stuff comes out, Christmas stuff will still be there too. Yep, that's it. Don't eat them erasers. Oh, the kids need that roughage in their diet, though. I mean, you're not allowed to make your kids eat their vegetables anymore for fear they're going to go to school and tell their teacher that you hit them or something like that. And, you know, they made me eat a Brussels sprout. And it caused psychological damage. Not near as much as when I unbuckle my belt. You start having the fear I'm going to start swinging cowhide, then you're going to find out what psychological damage is. He made me eat a green bean. I remember hot dog day at school when I was a kid. Hot dog day, chili day, sloppy Joe day. Oh, the little greasy rectangular pizzas. I remember those days too. I just buy what I use. I just buy what I use. I like drawing and coloring, thinking about framing a few. There you go. Hey, what better to have hanging in your house than your own artwork? I was one that would never force kids to eat stuff they didn't like, but they have to try it once. Pfft. Yeah, getting them to try it once is even hard these days. Pizza and sloppy joes were the best school lunches. Amen to that, buddy. Been listening. No need to stand. Your applause is more than enough. Iron Dog in the house. Well, I would stand, but the comfy pants that I'm wearing now. What the hell? I'm glitching. I'm glitching. What happened? Can you guys I'm going to glitch. I'm going to glitch. Wow, that's weird. Um, when I was, let me think, been listening, blah, blah, blah. When I was a kid, Lady Obama said kids were too fat and cut lunch in half. Fat kids then went around asking others for pizza crust. That system don't work. I also remember DARE at school and fire safety when I was a kid. My favorite lunch in high school was peanut butter cookies and chocolate milk. I can't imagine why I'm now diabetic. So you guys can still hear me okay? I'm just frozen, but hey, I'm glitching faster. This looks weird. As long as you guys can still hear me, we're good. Um, it's just really funny that they the video that you're seeing, if it's like the one I'm seeing here, I'm just frozen. But on the phone right here on the screen, I'm hopping. I'm glitching. Froze but not gone. Oh God, I need a I need a new camera, yo. I need new equipment. Ah. Sorry, didn't mean to freeze up, Drew, but I do have that effect on people. No, just kind of glitchy. It's funny when I talk more, it glitches faster. When I don't talk, it's just a slight tick. But when I'm talking, it's glitching all over the place. It's hilarious. I wish I could show this to you guys. Yeah, they were bossy with parents sending cold lunches. My daughter had to buy certain things for the kids' lunches. Dumb old woman, oh bummer. Buck Bunny, I just subbed to your channel. I blame the satellite. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, Scout Dog. I'm kind of there too. I just switched to my backup laptop yesterday. My primary is hanging severely, hanging up severely. Huh. Well, sadly enough, I don't have another laptop. I have this crappy thing, um, which is really sad because we got the the Cricut to make the T-shirts and the coffee mugs and stuff like that. But it's the system that hooks up to a printer and you print out the stuff, the iron-ons or whatever, and then you put them in this Cricut, and it cuts out around what you're putting on um, putting on your t-shirts or your coffee mugs or whatever. That way you've not got to hand cut everything. The only problem is this computer, which is the only one here, doesn't have the right hookups for the printer to hook up to. So I can't do anything with t-shirts or coffee mugs or anything until uh, I find a way to get a new laptop or something, or a refurbished laptop or some. Why does everything that we need in life cost money? How come we can't how come we can't just you know get things? We always have to spend, and it can't just be a little bit of money. It has to be. Um, I just had to have 6 inches of my middle leg amputated last week. Out stepped on it, got blood blister. Wasn't used to walking. Oh, wow. Um, ouch. I think I won't have that problem no more. True, true. See, getting those 6 inches cut off. Um, Everyone on YouTube and electronics are acting weird. Maybe we're heading for an alien invasion. Hey, that's always possible. Scully, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, brother. Long time no see. The satellite man sending laser beams into your phone just for the inconvenience. Not surprising. Not surprising. Um, it's unfortunate. You can call me Shorty. Yeah, I had 4 hour live last night. Oh wow. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Man, this is funny. This is the first time this has ever glitched up like this. That is just crazy. Iron Dog, if a man brags about his inches, he has nothing there. I watch so many videos when I'm trying to catch more live streams. And I've noticed that our live streams do so much better than the videos do a lot of times. But sadly enough, I don't have the time to do 3 or 4 live streams when I can get several people on, where I can do my videos ahead of time and set them up to go public at a certain time. It's just so. Yeah. And now I'm stuck with my work hours and the days that I work, only getting to do one live stream a week, and I really hate that because I enjoy sitting down and talking to you guys. Yeah, it's because you're on these live streams, Tony. That's it. I've been cranking vids out lately. Feel free to check them out. I try to when I see them pop up, Derek. Um, as people are making videos, though, I don't. and I still don't understand why, but I don't get the notifications for them. If I don't know that they're out producing more videos, then I have to go to their channel and look and see, you know, who's producing videos. Um, that's why I have so many of you on like Facebook and stuff. Those of you that actually have it, because when a video goes public on my channel, I share it on my main Facebook page and then share it on certain pages on Facebook. If it's a history video, all the history pages. If it's a paranormal video, then the paranormal pages. But I've got several YouTube pages on on Facebook too that does all types of videos or music or whatever, and I'll share it on those constantly. So I watched the Golem and Talipo or Talipo ones are good. Those types of those, but those types pale in comparison to the satellite man. And we're disconnected, reconnecting. Okay, we're back. I got the spinny there for a second, like y'all couldn't tell because I'm frozen. But hey, it's just so we can all thank the satellite man for making this live stream even more interesting because, well, uh, y'all aren't seeing the funny faces I'm making at you right now. I just think it's I just think it's freaking hilarious how we just froze up for no reason. But hey, let the satellite man play his games. That's all right. Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably it right there, Tony. The fact of me wearing these really comfy sweatpants that I'm wearing that I sleep in um, because they're so freaking comfortable, but they hug me, and I didn't think anybody wanted to see that outline on the channel. So yeah, apparently it broke my phone when I even suggested it. So now we're just gonna do glitchy. So I mean that's fine. I mean I'm sitting here looking at myself on there, and it looks like I'm having a seizure. I mean, imagine the picture you're seeing now. Yeah, in the middle of a word, and its head's moving up and down. My mouth is opening and closing. My hand is jumping back and forth off my chest. That's what this thing has been doing for the last 10 minutes. So obviously, my phone or the platform has agreed no one needs to see these sweatpants. It does the spinning in the middle to even frozen. And looky there, we are back. How in the hell did that satellite man must have lost his connection? Thank God I wasn't still making the face, is all I could say. Yep, I'm back. Damn you, satellite man. How dare you? If you would like to donate so I could afford enough aluminum foil to cover the roof on my house so Satellite Man cannot get his transmission through. Brenna said, "Good morning, Drew. You, 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 you tell Brenna I said, maybe it'll hold for 3 minutes. We could only hope. We could only hope." Welcome to Michigan. Please don't ever do that again. I figured you'd be the one to make a comment, dog. Well, I'm glad to be back, Buckle. I'm glad to be back. I don't like being anywhere else. So I mean, that's now if I could just keep these damn cigars lit. Please don't ever do that again. Tony, it is not the same without you, bud. Regardless of how crappy I feel before a live stream or something like that, Tony's little cock ass comments always make me laugh and always pick up my spirits. First off, I mean, he's usually the first one in here. So, by the time everybody gets in here, I've completely forgotten whatever was my issue at the beginning. What is the news, Tony? Brenda's dying from laughing so hard. Well, my day's complete. I can go back to bed now. I have made one person laugh. And what is the news, Tony? Oh, my doc told me last visit that my heart is functioning at 50% refraction rate, which is normal and in his mind a miracle. Very cool. Very cool. Well, very few people have the right or have the ability to pull off a miracle. So as far as I'm concerned, you are right up there with Jesus Christ. That's a tune up. Yeah, your heart refraction was at 14%. You are now at 50%. So, good job on that oil change and the new system. We might actually be able to keep you around for another 30 years or something. It's pretty cool. It's also a good job. It's great. Glad to hear. You ain't shutting off. I don't know what you think you're doing. Turn your ass back on. I still got work to do. I'm nowhere close to Christ. Okay. But on that note, guys and gals, it is 2 minutes after 10. It is time for me to get back to work on this video that I'm working on now for next week. And then I'm going to try to fit in as many today as I can because I won't have another day off for another week. So I'm out of here. Great seeing you all together. All of you that came in that we haven't seen for a while, thank you so much. I'm glad you came in and hung out with us. Um, yeah, I know you always come in late, and that's fine. That's fine. But I'm out of here. Y'all have a y'all have a great there we go. Y'all have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. We do. We'll see you next week. Y'all have a good day.